Hello and welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 2. I'm here with my buddy George. We're about to get this workshop up and running. Let's do it. Help out. I want to turn this into a workshop for creating Valimar's Tachi. If you get a chance, I'd really appreciate it if you could help me out. Okay, help the story advance. It was all... Yes, I know. Thanks. Well then, do you think you could bring me my tools from over in the Orbital Factory? Can do, George. George and Rean then began remodeling the ship's hold into a workshop. While the process was more than a little exhausting, it didn't take long before they were finished. That is a big sword. Whew, this should work for now. Okay, let's see if we can process this Ymirian ore. Ready? We're going to start by reinforcing Valimar's existing blade, right? Kind of your way of prepping for the real thing. That's the idea, yeah. Just want to get a feel for what it's like to work with, and it'll give you a stronger sword to use in the meantime. Let's get to work, of course. Together, they worked on reinforcing Valimar's existing blade. Despite the task being simple compared to making an entirely new weapon, working with Ymirian ore was hard even for George. Rean and the other members of Class VII, as well as even Valimar, helped where they could and supported him in his efforts. Eventually. Oh, Christmas is tomorrow, boys. It looks the same to me. Whoa, maybe the blade is slightly more grained? I can't tell. Valimar, your new blade is quite impressive. Yeah, it came out pretty well, although the base weapon is still the same as the Soldas. Unlike a Soldas blade, however, I can feel a mana radiating from it now. I expect it'll be able to hold a significantly keener edge than before. I'm amazed you managed to process that stuff. A hunk of crystal like that must have been a real pain to work with, huh, George? Well, if anyone could, it's you. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to do much with it if not for your guys' help. That we can get this far is a real testament to our combined efforts. I'm not sure our contributions can even compare to what you've done, and I'm grateful for it. I'm sure the battles ahead are going to go a lot more smoothly thanks to this. We're lucky to have you on our side, George. Now all you gotta do is take it into a real fight and see how it feels. Right. We should get Valimar to give it a couple good swings.
Oh, you're all still here.
Uh-oh. This doesn't look good.
What's wrong? It's not like you to be so flustered. It's terrible. We got an emergency report in from the Twin Dragons Bridge. It's Celtic. Celtic?
What happened to Celtic?
It was set on fire by the Quartzen Provincial Army.
What?
No, we were literally just there. Not even that long ago. Oh boy. Oh, buckaroo! They set a course for Celtic and hurried there as fast as their legs could carry them. Once they arrived, a number of them disembarked to assess the situation. Churches, area, and uses included. Oh, wow. So, okay, so that's a lock. Boom. Machias. Elliot. Elliot, my good man. Actually, Gaius. Yeah, I need to level Gaius up some. Yeah, well, this is actually honestly not a bad team. Same day. Oh, that's terrible. This is awful. How could they? How could they do this to such a lively town? The Grand Market seems to have taken the brunt of it, too. Unbelievable! How could the Provincial Army do this to the people they're meant to protect? I can't believe this. Let's have a look around town. We should pay a visit to both the Market Manager and the 4th Armor Division, too. Okay, the chapel is somewhere we need to go. Just to be safe. No. I'm gonna go ahead and save, because one more and we'll be able to save file 69. Okay. My B button's sticking a little bit. Who are we talking to? Not Louise, too. Excuse me, but how's she been holding up? Has she been given medical treatment? Father Zerbel's already tended to her, but apparently the blood to her head was so strong he can't be sure if she'll make it. Louise, please open your eyes. I'm begging you. You two seemed like good friends from what I've seen. Yeah, we got to know each other from my visits to the Weathercock whenever I was in town for work. But I'm not going to be able to do anything for her staying here. Let's go. We need to see how things are elsewhere. Right. Can we please just go kick that army's butt that just burned his town?
My turn.
My turn.
Wait, how did I zoom in? Okay, sure.
I can do this.
I hope Louise will be okay. Let's move.
It's terrible. I guess the Market Manager's house next. Where's the manager? He must be upstairs. Yeah, he's upstairs. Please don't tell me. Not him too. No. Why, Otto? Please come back to me. No way. You're all from Thors. You're all from Thors, correct? You fell victim to one of the soldiers' attacks while evacuating the townsfolk, I'm afraid. He did everything in my power to save him, and yet... I see. Otto was such a nice dude. But we never got to pay him back for helping us during our time here. How could this happen? The Market Manager's always done everything he could to protect this town. But now he's went and gave his life for us. Old Man York. No one loved this town more than Otto. Just goes to prove that. Why did things end up like this? What are we even supposed to do? Go kick that army's butt, duh! Come on, let's go! Come on! We're going right now! We're going! My boy Otto died. We're killing him. Where can we go?
Try not to beat yourself up over this, Eustace.
Oh, boys, we're going. We're going for it. Boys, we're going. I don't even know if it's this direction. Let's go. I want to go fight them. Come on, we have Valimar's new sword. We can test it and beat him up. Oh, it's Claire. And Neidhart. We got some big people here. And Elliot's dad, Craig. Oh, I see you're all arrived. Lieutenant General Craig, Major Neidhart. I see the RMP is here as well. Thank you for coming, everyone. I presume you all contacted? That's right. We came as soon as we heard. Is this the work of who I think it is? It is as you suspect. This was done by none other than the Kreuzum Provincial Army soldats. That's absurd. For what reason? I can't believe they willingly destroy the land they meant to protect. This can't be real. Unfortunately, it's very real. Apparently, they broke through a gap in our line of defense at the Twin Dragons Bridge. According to the report, there were a number of Jaegers within their ranks, too. Duke Alberay has been behind the Northern Jaegers throughout this war. They were behind the attack on Ymir, too. That explains things. I just realized Sarah and Elise are the only girls. It's literally all the other boys. Raising towns like this is one of their specialties. We arrived on the scene as fast as we could and managed to fight them off while evacuating the townsfolk, but they had already retreated towards Brehard and formed a defensive line by the time the 4th Armored Division arrived. The townsfolk readily accepted us after the provincial army was forced to retreat from Twin Dragons Bridge. It's clear that this was intended to punish them for that as an example to others. This reminds me of what Rufus and Vita said.
I beg to differ. The presence of soldats units on a battlefield makes a tremendous difference. What they may lack in firepower and armor compared to tanks, they make up for in mobility and versatility. But more important than even those factors is the psychological impact they have on our opponents.
We're only human. As such, we are as captivated as we are terrified of giant beings bearing human form.
Rufus said that. The fear of this attack is installed, and the townsfolk seems to be a testament to those words. Thanks to the soldats, it's safe to say they succeeded in their aim. Even we of the RMP feel somewhat powerless before them, especially since we couldn't prevent that fatality. To think that one fatality would be the market manager of all people. Regardless, we plan to strengthen our defenses here while preparing for countermeasures against Brehard. I advise you keep your distance from Celtic for a while. Do engrave this horrid sight into your minds, however. This is no mere conflict. It's an all-out war. Never forget that. Where are you supposed to go now? Yep, we're going to the highway. Alright, boys, we're beating them up. Wait, which is the right way? Alright, boys, yep, boys, we're going. Oh, no, that's not the way I'm supposed to go. This is the right way, yes. We're fighting it out. We've got a decent grasp on the situation in Celtic now. Should we head back? Just return to the Courageous. Rean? Oh, 2 more people. Where's my family? They're all safe, right? Becky, Hugo. We told you to wait on board, didn't we? Sorry, but she insisted. You expect me to sit about knowing what happened to my home? My family's safe, right? What about the market manager? Family's alright, we saw them at the church. I can't say the same for the market manager, though. Oh no, you're having a laugh, huh? Wait, I've got it, Rean. I'll make sure she returns to the Courageous. Thanks. We'll make our way back first, then. We have a lot to discuss regarding where to proceed, indeed. Let's just, come on, let's just bomb him and blow him up. I wish we could. I don't think, we don't have enough. Just one. The Ashen Knight won't be enough. If you have the Tachi, we'd have a shot. After leaving Celtic in the Imperial Army's hands, they all went back to the Courageous. Processing of both Otto's death and the state of Celtic proved to be difficult, but they had to face it. It was only after Becky and Hugo had returned that they decided to take off. We got our whole squadron here.
Still, this war seems to resemble the War of the Lions more by the minute. History tells us towns were set ablaze all across the country back then as well.
Really?
That is said to have been the case, yes.
Dang.
Although the situation back then is very different compared to now. True enough. This war's been relatively bloodless in comparison, so something like this happening is a big deal.
Still, in the long term, this is bound to hurt the Alliance's cause more than it will help. That's why I'm finding it so hard to picture that Rufus would give the go-ahead to do it.
I think it's safe to say it was just Duke Alberay doing his own thing. He really seems to hate how Duke Cayenne's higher in practice than him in the Alliance.
I'm sorry, but this is where we part ways. Captain, please let me disembark somewhere nearby.
No, Eustace, no, you're not leaving.
What? You can't be serious.
You're not thinking of trying to settle things with your father alone, are you?
I can't believe you would even entertain the thought. You need to take a deep breath and calm down before you do something you'll regret, Eustace. How dare you? Don't act like you know the first thing about what I'm feeling right now.
Oh, dang!
As a member of the Alberea family, I have a duty to stop my father.
Kinda like what, why did I forget her name? I forgot her name.
You have no right.
We have every right to interfere, Eustace. This is clearly too
Angie.
much for one person
Remember.
to handle alone.
Like how she handled it with her father, but I think it'll be a lot different.
Machias is right. You need to calm down and you need to think this over together. Yeah, this isn't like you at all.
As your classmates and friends, it's not hard to imagine how terrible you must be feeling right now. But that's exactly why we want to help you. And I believe we can.
We should discuss how to approach this matter together.
That's a Class VII I know.
Still, this isn't a matter to be taken lightly. Your actions could have a profound effect on the war from here on out. If you're going to get yourselves involved, you're going to need to be prepared for the potential consequences. But I'm sure you guys know the deal at this point, right?
We fully understand what you're saying. So far, we've tried to keep our interference with the war itself to a minimum. However, what just happened in Celtic was an act of terrorism against innocent civilians. We can't turn a blind eye to that.
Preach it, Rean. Preach it, brother.
You're right.
We're all agreed there. The market manager did a lot for us, both during our field study and when we were lying low there after the war broke out.
I'm of the same opinion. He may be head of one of the 4 great houses, but the Imperial family can still make him answer for his crimes. So please, use my position and this ship however necessary to bring him to justice.
Thank you, Your Highness.
Alright, I think it's time we come up with a solid plan. We can't allow Duke Alberea to do anything so inhuman ever again.
Thank you.
We're coming for him.
Huh? Is there a call coming through? Where's it coming from?
And here comes Crow to settle the score.
Bear with me a moment. This can't be right. It's coming from an airship owned by the Noble Alliance.
How can that be?
They must have sneaked into range. What should we do, Toa? I think I can shake them off if I try.
No, put the call up on the screen.
Of course it
Good to
is.
see you all again, especially you, my dear brother. And Princess Alphen is with you too. Truly, it's an honor, Your Highness.
Rufus.
Goodness.
Why are you calling us?
I apologize for calling so abruptly. Rest assured, I have no intention of attacking or otherwise harming you. I'm calling because there is information of which I'd like to make you aware. Due to the rather sensitive nature of my message, this feed is a private communique for my personal airship.
What could you possibly have to tell us?
Does this concern Celtic by any chance?
It does indeed. I imagine all of you have seen what befell the town yourselves. The attack on Celtic was instigated by Duke Alberea alone. We of the Noble Alliance do not in any way condone it. If you plan to confront the Duke about his actions, you need fear no interference from us.
Huh? Oh, I get it. You want us to take him out, don't you?
Surely not.
The bulk of the Croatian provincial army is already under my control. The attack was carried out by a small contingent of soldiers who remain loyal to my father. At present, they've walled themselves up in Oroc's fort along with him. With the aid of the Imperial Army, you ought to be able to take the fortress without much trouble.
This is insane.
They're not as well trained as the ones who are serving you, so you don't mind losing them, do you? I'm impressed at how cold-heartedly objective you can be, Mr. Chief of Staff.
Bet you'd love it if we ended up killing each other, so you'd have nothing to worry about, huh?
Nothing of the sort, Miss Clausel. Still, there's no denying my father's actions will be a millstone around the neck of the Alliance going forward. But considering the position I hold, I can't very well publicly oppose him. And that's why I figured I might bring up the matter with all of you. Well, I've said my part.
He strikes a hard bargain, but knowing us, we're most likely to go take him out.
Oh, and Eustace, this is an intensely family-centric affair, as I'm sure you realize. I'm very curious how you'll approach it. Well then, if you'll excuse me, I suppose I'll hope and pray for your success this once, as a sitting member of Thor's Board of Directors.
Nothing like using other people to do your dirty work.
There remains a real possibility that this is a trap.
Still, now we know the Alliance wants something done about Duke Alberea as much as we do. This could be the best chance we're ever going to get to stop him from wreaking more havoc.
I can't allow my father to commit any more of these unforgivable crimes. I will go to Oroc's fort and apprehend Duke Alberea myself. And it would mean the world to me if all of you were to lend me your aid.
We got you, fam. We got this.
Do you even need to ask?
Of course we will. We'll be with you every step of the way.
With that, they finally began preparations to apprehend Duke Alberea. Duke Alberea's actions against Celtic were believed to be in violation of a number of imperial laws. With that fact as justification, Class VII chose to call upon the aid of the 4th Armored Division and RMP to formally place him under arrest. In the end, they settled upon the following plan. First, the 4th Armored Division would attack Brehard's northern line of defense. Meanwhile, the RMP would attack the city's southern line of defense, forcing them to call for reinforcements from Marik's fort. This would give Class VII the opportunity to attack the fortress using courageous with relatively limited opposition. And once the fortress was under their control, they were to arrest Duke Alberea effectively, completing the mission. Not a bad strategy, honestly. Oh yeah, we got this. We're going to use the new sword, boys. While all of this was being finalized, the remaining touches were put to Valimar's reinforced sword. The operation proved to be an opportune time to test it and collect much-needed data. Let's go, boys! The next day, the time came for the operation to begin. Christmas morning. Well, the time's finally come. Is everyone ready to go? Of course. We can't let Eustace down. This is our chance to avenge Otto's death, too. I appreciate it. Just try and focus your thoughts on the operation for now. You can worry about other things later. We'll be right there with you. Sounds like everyone's all fired up and ready to go. This will be our first chance to test Valimar's newly fortified weapon, too. How'd it turn out? Great, actually. And like Laura said, today's operation makes the perfect chance to test it out in battle. I hope so. It'll be a good way to iron out the kinks anyway. The more data I have, the better off we'll be when it comes to making that Tachi. Guys, the 4th Armored Division and the Railway Military Police are almost ready to make their move. Let me know as soon as you're ready, the sooner the better. I'm coming with you. It doesn't sit right with me to have you going up against high-ranking Jaegers alone. There's no reason to let your guard down, though. Make sure you have everything you need. No problem. Hey, we got 7? Let's go. Alright. We gotta take Elisa, obviously. Gaius, Machias. I'm trying to level up some of the lower level people. I like Elliot's healing mechanism. Elliot's healing move is pretty dope. Let me just do a real quick tactical save just so I don't have to risk going through all that dialogue again. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Talk. Commence the operation. You guys ready to go? The equipment's in perfect order, right? The Valimar's all ready too? Commence the operation.
Everyone, commence final preparations. Depart for the agreed location. Once there, we're on standby until the assault begins.
Departing for the agreed location. We'll keep watch for any threats from the ground.
Course to the Kreuzin province secured. Courageous, full speed ahead.
Go, go, go!
I think it's awesome how we have Angelica as our driver. It's awesome. Here we go. Oh, that guy's got a gun. What could that be? That sounds like... I love how Craig is just standing on the tank. Is that the 4th Armored Division? It is! It's Craig the Red! The advantage is ours! On our pride as Imperial soldiers, it's time to blast those walking chunks of metal to pieces. Yes, sir! Unit 2, Unit 3, advance. Back up Unit 1 while dealing with enemies that approach from both flanks. Yes, sir! Blast! I can't believe they've advanced this far. Apparently they're eager to meet the same fate that Celtic did. Well, if that's the case, let's give them what they want. Yes, sir. Come in, come in. This is Brayhard South entrance. Do you read? What is it? We're a little busy at the moment. We're under attack from the Southern Kreuzin Highway. It's the RMP. Come again? That means they got rocket launchers. Where's Claire? Impudent little... No matter. Now is our chance to put these dogs down for good. Focus all firepower on their legs to impede their movement. Keep it up while making a gradual retreat. We'll need to force them to call for reinforcements. Yes, ma'am! The battle on the north side of the city should have begun by now. The rest is in your hands, Class 7. What in the world? Did the battle break out close by? What's Duke Cabrera doing at... whenever Lord Rufus were here? Oh, I remember this fort. It is time.
They attacked the city from both sides? Shameless fiends! Is there still no response from the Pantagruel? I'm afraid not, Your Grace. We've been trying repeatedly, but we've yet to gain contact. The same remains true for Lord Rufus's personal ship as well. Damn son of mine. Surely he isn't planning on casting me aside. thought Lucius was the only useless son I had, but I see I was mistaken. Regardless, we must make the best of what we have and repel those intruders. See that my will is done. Yes, Your Grace.
There's a sad sight.
Oh, geez, McBurn kicked a lot of butt. Oh, not these people.
If I'd known things were gonna pan out to be such a mess here, I would have gone to where the 4th Division is.
Remember, we're not to even think of trying to fight in any of this war's major battles. We belong in the shadows, and as such, that is where we shall remain. Leave the battles that will be recorded in history's pages to others.
You're too uptight for someone whose only job now is to sit and do a whole lot of nothing. Hell, didn't you just get back from Crossbell? If we're just gonna be sitting around anyway, you might as well relax.
Well, I can't deny I have as little interest as you in being here. But interest or no, this is work! Work!
Looks like I'm not the only one who doesn't want to be here. Then again, it takes a special kind of person to want to help someone who has no problem burning his own territory to the ground. Still, as someone whose own life is about to burn out, perhaps this is where I belong. May I manage one last moment of beauty before my flame burns out completely.
She has the same ideology that Vulcan had. Part of me wonders if the same thing is going to happen with her, too. What's up, dudes?
What's that?
Yes, it was. We're coming for you, Duke.
Crimson Wings?
This is Alphen Rysay Arner, speaking from on board the Courageous. We have come to arrest Duke Alberea on suspicion of ordering the destruction and razing of Celtic. Please surrender peacefully.
Your Highness. Ah! So the attacks on Berea Hard were merely a diversion? No matter. Shoot them down. Back off!
Oh, we're about to beat all three of them.
The Hessian Knight? Too late! Impossible!
Oh, I didn't even get to fight him? Come on.
Thanks for clearing a path, Rean. Wow, reinforcing it with Ymirian ore really did make a huge difference.
Their defenses are weak. Now's our chance to rush inside.
Right.
Don't get ahead of yourselves now.
Yeah, it makes sense we have to take her out, too, and she's going to self-destruct, too. I'm calling her right now.
Sounds like
Scarlet. She's got a super powerful one, too. I know that. Oh, hers looks like kind of like a ninja.
That's a new soldat.
High speed. Kestrel.
Hello, beautiful children of Class VII. It looks like our time to fight has come once again.
Scarlet? Scarlet, is that you?
Not a fan of you suddenly showing up. Oh well. I still owe you for managing to escape from us back at Gorelia Fortress. I suppose so. But for what it's worth, I just don't care. I don't care about our past encounters. I don't care about the Noble Alliance, and I don't care about what happens to this country. Huh?
What do you mean?
I have no reason to want to cling to life. See, punish the man who stole everything from me just to put a railway through my homeland by putting a bullet in his heart. That was all I lived for. And now it's done. Right now, I'm nothing but a walking corpse searching for a place to die. That's why I've come to see you, Ashen Prince. You're the perfect opponent for me to fall in battle
She's acting just like V did.
She's lost the will to live as well.
What a spoiled child.
Still, you're all welcome to join me if you want. This Kestrel Soldat was designed for pure speed, and I'm going to be pushing it past its limits and flying it straight to hell where V and G live. But there's always room for more passengers on the trip.
I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair? And if you choose not to join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
If it's a fight you want, I can grant you that much. But I'm not going to make the same mistake twice. I won't let anyone else so easily choose to die.
If you think you can stop me, go right ahead and try, Ashen Awakener.
Here we go. This thing is tiny compared to us. Wow. How much health does it have? Lordly Flare, 260. Okay.
I can do this.
Oh gosh darn it. Okay, we need to heal. They can do Heavenly Slash. Fine, will defend. Actually, we. Defend. I literally healed more than I did. Aw, crap. Heal. Oh, come on, I'm so bad. Oh, crap. Charge. Defend. Defend. It's like when we defend, we slowly gain health. Gosh dang it. Heal. I forget which one is which. Heal again. Oh, how did I forget? Oh, jeez, we're doing so bad. $56,000 and we defeated it. First try too. Hey! Hey! Hey, we got Link 6. Nice.